Hey guys, this is Pierce, and welcome to the Outer Worlds, of which I'm pretty sure is pretty close to the end. If you enjoyed this series, please like, share, and subscribe. And recently I've actually gone back through my playlists and reordered them slightly so they should actually work. So yeah. I mean, at least to my recent playlists. Yeah. Anyway, let's go and see how trustworthy this character is. Mr. Phineas. Alright, what do you have to say for yourself? Hi.
I've kept myself busy in your absence,
Yeah?
optimized my formula. I'm now confident I can revive the remaining colonists. All I need now is the dimethyl sulfoxide. I'll take as much as you can give me.
Forget about the chemicals for a second. The colony's on the verge of literally collapsing.
What? Oh, yes, well, that's obvious. Anyone with two working lamps can see this colony's slouching toward oblivion. Why do you think we've been doing all this? I revived you to help me save Halcyon from annihilation.
It gets worse. The chairman's planning on freezing every single worker in Halcyon.
Hold on. Let me see if I understand this correctly. You're saying that Halcyon's on the brink of total collapse, and the chairman's plan to save all of us is to save himself?
I know. Shocking.
I always knew Halcyon was heading toward a systems collapse, but I never imagined we were already there. The board made this crisis, and now they want to solve it by freezing the rest of us?
Yeah.
That's not a plan. That's a goddamn escape clause. That makes two things we don't have. Time and chemicals to revive the other settlers. None of this was supposed to happen. I was supposed to revive the Hope's colonists. We were supposed to have enough time to solve the problem before we all starved.
Yeah. Finding chemicals in the ministry, the board was testing them on human subjects.
Human test subjects? Oh, that's grotesque. That's unthinkable. That's exactly what I'd expect out of the board.
Here are the chemicals I could get. I mean, I could have taken more, but I would have killed the test subjects.
Damn, that's not enough. Not nearly enough for the whole ship. I could revive a handful of settlers. Maybe, possibly, 10. We're out of time. We're out of chemicals. We may very well be out of options. If the board has their way, we're all going to be spending the rest of our lives frozen in stasis. Do you realize what this means for the Hope? For your fellow colonists? The board's going to kill them all. Toss them out into space, just to make room in their hibernation chambers.
So, we need to think about this. There needs to be something we can do. You're supposed to be smart!
Short of lining up every member of the board and shooting them in the back of the head.
Obviously, besides that.
Do you know what's waiting for us on the Hope? Scientists, engineers, artists, the brightest minds Earth ever sent us, uncorrupted by the board. The board's going to dispose of them all and transform the Hope into a prison for the rest of us. They're likely on their way to the Hope as we speak. We need to get to those colonists before the board. I have enough chemicals to start reviving a few of them, but no easy way to get them off the Hope.
I mean, there might be a way. It's not really exactly safe, but we could skip the Hope inside system.
Merciful gibbering law, you're a genius! We bring the Hope to us, skip the entire ship across the distance of colony space, right next to my lab.
I mean, the Hope's probably damaged. We'll need to route power from the Unreliable.
Yes, exactly. You're a step ahead of me, but I perceive the shape the Unreliable, then
Yeah.
use your navigational computer to calculate a reasonably safe vector, we can skip the entire colony ship into the rings of Terra 2.
Hopefully safely.
I don't know much about skip drives, not the physics anyhow. I do know the Hope's real massive. How's our bitty little ship supposed to skip it?
Excellent question, my sharp-witted mechanic. You will use your own ship to power up the Hope skip drive. Your navigational computer can handle the rest.
Oh, we're just using the power.
I don't understand a word you said, Doc. All I know is, if we're gonna hijack a colony ship, count me in.
I knew you'd like it.
Excellent. I approve of your enthusiasm, young man. You should ask your captain for a raise.
Later. Okay?
You'll need to switch on the Hope's auxiliary power using the Unreliable. Then head to the bridge. Your navigational computer, Ada, should be able to activate the Hope skip drive. Once you've skipped the Hope next to my lab, I'll have easy access to the frozen colonists. I can start reviving them immediately.
Okay. I'll do it.
I know you're wondering why I'm doing all this. Why I believe the people on the Hope are the answer to the colony's problems. The Hope is carrying some of humanity's most brilliant thinkers, scientists, engineers, experts in their field. If we work together, we can still find a way to save Halcyon. The board would have us believe Halcyon is beyond saving. I choose to believe otherwise. If there's even the slightest chance we can save Halcyon from oblivion, then we have to take it.
Want to talk about the Hope?
Certainly. How can I help?
Should I expect resistance?
It wouldn't surprise me. When I pulled you out of the Hope, the board nearly intercepted me. I expect they stepped up security since my little act of larceny.
Just so we're clear, you know skip drives aren't supposed to be used like this.
Skip drives were never designed to be used within a system, but I skipped my ship across Halcyon when I rescued you, and that turned out fine, mostly. That is, I ruined my ship and nearly killed myself in the process, but the maneuver was well within acceptable margins of risk. You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
Yes. Sure. I mean, people aren't gonna notice a gigantic colony ship just slamming to the rings of Terra 2.
Unlikely. The Hope is as massive as the Groundbreaker, but compared to the rings of Terra 2, positively minuscule.
Oh yeah, sure. Yep.
The board might notice, possibly, depending on the position of their heads relative to the depth of their collective posteriors.
Haha! Good burn. Alright, that's all for now. Level 21. Looks like the last level we're going to be having. I didn't expect to be this close to the ending, I have to say. Let's go and have persuade. Do I? Let's get up to relative 100. Sneak up to relative 90. And $69. Felix needs a level up. What do you need? Tiny ability damage. Reset cooldown. Parvati. Having that one. Alright. Let's go, I guess. I expect we'll probably be killing off Ada, which is a bit sad. I mean, kind of makes sense, doesn't it?
Captain, I hope Dr. Wells has not dragged you into one of his irrational schemes again. My diagnosis of his mental stability is not flattering. Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance? Goodbye.
Hope.
We have arrived at the Hope. I need you to reroute power from our ship to the Hope's auxiliary generator. You'll have to connect me to the Hope's comm system so I can convince her central computer to enable the skip drive.
Tell me about the Hope.
The Hope is the Groundbreaker's prettier, sleeker sister. She wandered off and got lost for 70 years, but just recently was found. Also, there are hundreds of thousands of frozen organic life forms hibernating in her hold.
So what's going to happen if I skip the Hope?
If your calculations are even slightly off, you could crash the entire colony ship into Terra 2. Or the Sun.
That's so for now. All right. Yep, this is good. Ooh. Oh, this is creepy. Oh, I don't like this. Available functions: patch, root and auxiliary power source to supplement UDL 002's reactor. Status, power status report. Logs, view archive logs, radio, audio transmissions, and or internal messages. Pre-launch roll call. Pre-launch roll call recording 24 crew members. Personnel of notable rank: Captain Wilhelm Hunt, First Mate Donna Hunt, Navigation Rezi Terega, Chief Engineer Frank Nolda, Medical Officer Alexei Volkov. Manual log L01 Hunt W. 10 years. Longest trip Donna and I ever took was a week-long sojourn to the Silver Mountains. Even that set her on edge. She's a homebody. Always was. She packed so much food we could have been stranded out in those rocks for a month, and we'd probably been just fine. UDO sent us on a team building seminar into the city once. They paid for everything. Donna still packed nutrient bars just in case the bus broke down. It's going to take the ship 10 years to reach Halcyon. An entire decade. It's a good thing UDO provided the rations, else she might have dumped our life savings into mixed nuts and freeze-dried meat. Oh. Automated audio transcript R01 W. This is it, folks. Say goodbye to old Blue, eh? Yeah. If anyone wants to, Terega, good riddance. Volkov, I still pity Lassie. She's been a good home. Terega, give me a spaceship any day of the week. Hunt, well, we'll see how you feel with you and Noda. So, moment of silence? Or should we make a toast? Anything? It feels weird leaving Earth in the rearview mirror. Captain, no. From now on, we only look forward. Status. Some reports available on powering functions. Power maintenance in hibernation state. Hibernation storage. Storage bay 5 is 99%. Storage bay 8 is 92%. Storage bay 12 is 76%. Maintenance status. Engines 22,056 days overdue. Power regulators 22,159 days overdue. Cooling systems 22,036 days overdue. Security Automax 22,098 days overdue. Skip drive 21,985 days overdue. Janitorial 22,175 days overdue. Pending work orders 3697 microwave short-circuited after some idiot left his fork on its plate. 3699 microwave clock stopped. 3704 microwave stuck on high power mode. 3745 microwave stopped working entirely. Post, that's industrial sized microwave. Power status. UDO 002's reactors in power save mode, only life support is powered. Patch. Power is now being routed from docking bay. Reactors now in auxiliary power mode.
We're not exploding, so guess it worked.
Yeah. This is entirely too creepy. I love how it's still classified as stealing, even though these guys are clearly long dead. But that's fine.
Wow, how'd you do that?
Create you a helmet? Ooh, beanie. I'm taking everything. Give me all the things. The so starving to death thing isn't all it's cracked up to be. On the upside, the bathrooms are clean, safe been since they left port. It's made my job a hell of a lot easier. Yeah, what do janitors do after they've cleaned the same place like thousands of times? I would have gone mad. Alright, I've got an idea. I love how I'm not even bothering to sneak. Finding a lot more blood around the ship lately. This must be the clumsiest crew on record. You know how hard it is to get bloodstains out of steel hull. I'm gonna run out of antiseptic rush. With the amount of time I spent on this force, I better have a promotion waiting in the house soon. Chief Custodial Engineer sounds fine to me.
Initiating greetings protocol. Greetings.
Hey, you got a minute?
Not really, mate.
Unexpected investigative breach detected in error. Hope crew data not found. Identify yourself.
This statement is false.
Error. Paradox protection protocols have prevented me from registering your stated identification. Please report to your nearest mechanical engineer.
Everything I say is false.
Error. Paradox Prevention has temporarily disabled this unit's auditory processing. Thank you for your cooperation.
There we go. Route communications through the let's do logs first. Automated transcript. Begin audio log as soon as they say the words begin audio log. What a ridiculously inconvenient program. What happens if I just accidentally say the phrase audio log? Don't know why I'm talking to a frozen columnist. You're losing it, Phineas. Focus. Focus. Come on, make the decision. There we go. Excellent. Well, well, my frigid friend. You disobeyed the moratorium on ingesting food 36 hours prior to hibernation, did you? Thank the Lord for disposable gloves. Steady now. Steady. Oh, that's not good. That's definitely not good. Damn slippery scalpel. Who makes these anyway? Space's choice? Alright. I've got no choice. I'm going in. Automated audio transcript. Begin audio logs. Is this thing audio working? I said beginning audio. Damn it. This is P. Wells. Yes, let's go with that. Work continues then test subject 112. Retrieved from hibernation bay 8. Time of extraction. Oh, let's say 2.5 hours ago. Time of death 6 minutes prior. Explosive cell death, my arch nemesis. Haunting every attempt at reviving our frozen colonists. Making a mockery of my procedures. I tried every combination of every chemical available to me. Attempted every variation of every possible thawing procedure. A gradual melt, a flash thaw, extremities first, brain first. Don't know how much more of this I can take. 4 hours of sleep in the last 72. I can still hear their screaming in my nightmares. Test subject 112. Real name Harley Stanton. Age 39. Enjoyed singing. I'm sorry, Harley. I couldn't save you. Okay. Looks like old Phineas was lying to us. You absolute bastard.
Can you hear me, Captain? I have successfully integrated myself into the Hope's comm systems, and am attempting to establish contact with the Hope's more primitive processor now. Would you like me to play a mood-suitable music selection while you travel to the bridge? Oh, sorry. File not found.
Apply. Oh, one last perk. What do I need? Use the main control console to decide when to send the Hope. Pod removal CB5524. Oh, that's me. I made audio transcript. Unknown. Hundreds of thousands of colonists left to drift out here forever. Just to keep from damaging the board's bottom line. Disgraceful.
Am I the only one who wants to scratch my name on one of those pods? Yeah, I figured.
That's the Hope's computer up ahead. I'll admit, I am curious to wake him.
Hope's so much like Lawbreaker. I knew they were sisters, but it's weird. Like walking in another universe where we all died.
Comms.
Greetings, Captain. I am speaking to you through the Hope's computer system. It's a rather cramped feeling, but it'll do.
I'm ready to skip the Hope.
Are you sure? That is extremely dangerous. Skipping the Hope will void the warranty on the skip drive. And also potentially kill an entire planet. How is my humor now, Captain? Improved?
Improved. Skip the Hope to Terra 2.
Jump-starting the skip drive. Destination set to the rings of Terra 2.
Skipping it Yeah, I'll do it myself.
I wouldn't advise that, Captain.
Worst ways to go out, I suppose. It's nice knowing you, boss.
Nah, you're right. This is too complex. You do
Admitting
it.
a deficit. My, you never cease to amaze me, Captain. Skipping the Hope in 3, 2, 1.
ADA, does your captain seriously intend to do a micro-jump in system with engines that haven't been powered in 70 years on a derelict ship?
That is what my captain intends, yes.
But that is a gross misuse of the skip drive. The Zero Point Drives Corp and I will not be held responsible for any damage incurred during transport, and this will cause extreme damage.
Yes, I am aware of that.
You should not be doing this. The humans will die.
Thank you, Hope. It looks like all systems are go. Captain, I would advise you to hold on to something. Now.
Ooh. Ooh.
Oh, good. We are still alive and have successfully skipped into Terra 2's orbit. I reported as much to Phineas Wells, but he has not responded. Perhaps you should check in on him.
Hey, we made it. Let's do it again.
Suppose we're gonna have to fight our way out.
These were the private quarters of the Hope's former crew. Shall we hold a moment of silence for the dearly departed? No? That's odd, because my programming would indicate that when forced to confront the idea of self-death, organics prefer... Oh, I see. Yes, never mind.
I don't know if we should be in here, Captain. It should be private, shouldn't it?
Processor check. Error. Hope crew data not found. Identify yourself.
Statement is false.
Error. Paradox protection protocols have prevented me from registering your stated identification. Please report to your nearest mechanical engineer.
Everything I say is false.
Error. Paradox prevention has temporarily disabled this unit's auditory processing. Thank you for your cooperation. Remember, your needs have been provided for.
Here we go. we go. Back down we go. And didn't even get to use my gun. I'm not say I'm disappointed, but it's a bit weird.
Captain, I am receiving a transmission from Dr. Wells. Captain, I shall now play the transmission I received from Dr. Wells.
Alright.
The board is here. They've found me somehow. They're about to blast my door open. I can't stop them from getting me, and there isn't enough time to explain everything. But there's something very important you need to remember. The board, all their lackeys, they're all a bunch of swine. Do you hear me? They're fucking corporate swine. You fucking pigs! I'll take you all out with me! I'll never...
It would seem the recording captured some rather dire events. I presume you'll want to dock at the orbital lab to check on your associate as soon as possible. How can I be of assistance?
Talk to you later, Ada.
May luck be with you. Of course, as I am sure you are aware, luck does not exist. But it seems to comfort humans to believe they possess good quantities of it.
Mm-hmm.
Now arriving at Phineas's top secret orbital lab.
I fucking love how you like pronounce that like Phineas, friend. All right.
Here we go.
Let's try that again.
Heads up!
Jesus. Vulcan. Need password. Hmm. Finn's Force. Cool.
Hey, that's impressive.
Wow. I'm sorry, Bubbles. Sorry, Bubbles. Aw. There's still plenty of ammo for this thing. I need a password. Experimental notes. Experiment 11701173. Flash potion organic material reverts back to original cell structure when treated with tincture of dimethyl sulfoxide. Rate of explosive cell death of reasonable 6%. Bad news, difficult to acquire. Limited quantities of compound likely produced by Anticleo recently discontinued due to severe adverse reactions. Must find out more. Experiment 00938. 0012. Artificial stasis successfully induced in cysty pig specimen. 217. Revivification complete. Complicated. Cysty pig tissue returned to living state. Brain tissue suffered from rapid nucleation. Attempting treatment. 558. Treatment progression. 820. Treatment failed. Brain tissue rapidly damaged by rapid onset necrosis. 851. Explosive cell death. 949. Finished cleaning liquefied remains of cysty pig from laboratory floor. Wolves equipment. Logs experiment 01083. 216. Fresh out of ionic cleos. Experimenting in space of choice partially emulsified cream as substitute. 218. Finished brewing. Adding 2 ounces spacer's choice. 220. Atrocious. 12 part of self die on the inside. Reminder, add spacer's choice to the list. Note to self number 2, buy more mouthwash. Have spared one of my stock of experimental cystic pigs to be used as renewable sources of nourishment. Have named this lucky pig Bubbles. Giving an animal a name establishes rapport and creates a positive emotional bond. Allegedly improves flavor of tumors. Let's look into that. Excellent creatures, cysty pigs. Don't know how people used to survive without these genetic wonders of porcine succulents. Solvering pig for meat instead of harvesting tumors that ripen naturally, falling off the flesh like apples off a tree. Seems the height of barbarity. Truly a marvel beyond science. Yeah, okay, Aha! We know the password. Postal logs entry 010. I've procured the services of one Captain Alex Hawthorne of the Unreliable. I hope he didn't name his ship after the quality of his services. I'll be sending my new complex sent to Hawthorne via an escape pod as soon as the revival process is complete. Hawthorne should make for an agreeable companion, or at least an acceptable chaperone. Lowballing. He's a total buffoon. Let's see if this is the same. Hopefully it is. Ah! Why is it on a cysty pig? Fine. It's passcode. If you have seen this screen, I, Phineas V. Wells, have been perniciously kidnapped and very probably incarcerated by the perfidious and cowardly government of Halcyon in the prison fortress of Tartarus. Good name. If I have not already been executed for charges leveled against me, I hope the person reading this terminal will find a way to finish my work or rescue me. Preferably the latter. This screen constitutes my last will and testament. I commend my body and my belongings to the icy depth of the aether. If this is Aurora Shepard, I am preparing an emergency care package located in a hidden panel. Unlock the panel for my terminal and claim its contents immediately. Personal files. First entry. The Hope made to Halcyon after all, 25 years too late. The board doesn't know what to do with an entire ship full of frozen colonists, so naturally they're going to leave them there. Corporate tells us revival is impossible. They've tried absolutely nothing, and apparently they were all out of options. Balderdash. Cellular regeneration after long-term hibernation is really just a question of thermodynamics. I'm quite confident I can find a way to revive the Hope's colonists, if only corporate would authorize my requests. Frankly, I don't see why the need I need the possession of my employers to conduct experiments in the name of scientific advancement. What nonsense. Did Newton beg permission from his employers before discovering the three laws of motion? Genius is not beholden to the vicissitudes of bureaucracy. Besides, the Hope is a cargo of hundreds of thousands of colonists. The board practically expects a few to go missing. Century entry. 113 seconds. New record. Most of my subjects last 93 seconds on average, before total cellular liquefaction reduces them to several gallons of organic soup, 3 degrees above freezing temperature. 113 seconds of streaming. The subject was stronger than the others, but in the end his body failed to survive the revival process. He was my 12th subject to die. I don't know how much longer I can keep doing this. Strictly speaking, I do know. The Hope has hundreds of thousands of colonists. I've only experimented on 12. How many more experiments before I successfully revive a single subject? 1, 10, 100, 500? Statistically insignificant. If I experimented on one subject every month, I wouldn't make a dent in the Hope's population in a lifetime. You can still hear the screaming, trouble sleeping, trouble concentrating, psychological tone. Significant. On to subject number 13. I always suspected what this would happen. The board finally discovered what I'd done and sent their headhunters to track me down. But they'll never find me. They say I'm a murderer. And they're right. I am. I regret what I've done. But I'm not about to turn myself into the board. I'm not going to go begging the board's forgiveness. Only the Hope's colonists can forgive me for what I've done. They're the only people who can set things right, and I'm going to find a way to revive them, no matter how long I have to stay in hiding. I've got my notes with me, I have my equipment, and now I have this lab. It's time to return to work. Open panel. I'm whizzing through levels. 55. Right. I think, yeah, we might leave it off here. We continue this tomorrow. Thought the end game will be slightly shorter than that, but I guess it's good, so that means I have a whole entire week to actually play.
Your face is a sight for sore ocular processors, Captain. Or rather, your headgear is.
Huh. Alright. Save. See you tomorrow. I've been Purist, signing off.